at the Hungarian Museum here in the beautiful Galleria in downtown Cleveland. So Ava, tell us a little about the museum.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Cleveland Hungarian Heritage Society's museum. And we're going to go forward a little bit here by the entrance. And if you're able to look at this beautiful gate,
Wow.
its origins actually started in a part of Hungary that is today called Erdély, and it's in Romania. And this is just a sample of the type of gates every single house had there. People made their own, and they necessarily weren't this big.
Wow.
But as we step in here, of
Were they
course,
wood like this?
Wood.
Because I know
More
the
than
garden, it's that
likely.
wrought iron gate. It's beautiful.
The wrought iron gate at the Hungarian gardens, the cultural gardens, is wrought iron only because it does better under weather.
Okay.
We always ask our people to put their
Sure.
names in here, and I see, Dan, you already put yours in. And the first thing they're going to see right here is Discover Hungary, which is our present exhibit. Our curator, who was the original curator from 40 years ago, by the way, this year is our 40th anniversary, he puts this, as well as the right side here, this belongs to something that we call our revolving or rotating museum, because every few months or as many times per year as he deems necessary, he changes it. However, here to the left, we have what we call our permanent exhibit. This starts actually with a copy of a very famous painting by Festi. And this actually is in a panorama form now in a part of Hungary. If you look at this, this is what the entire painting looks like. And what this is, it's Arpad, who is considered the leader of the Hungarians coming into Hungary, into the Carpathian Basin. And it shows him, and this is the main picture. There were actually 7 tribes. I think like in the Bible, I'm not sure. But so they weren't homogeneous. They were picked up from different areas. So if we're talking about diversity, maybe the Hungarians were the first diverse nation.
Yeah.
Okay, so in each one of these little areas, we have more information about that part. So anybody who wants to could come back and read at it in more depth. And of course, they could go online for it too. This is a picture of one of the very important illuminated books about St. Stephen. This is the Crown of Hungary. It's a replica made by the Head End Porcelain Company in Head End, Hungary. And it is lent to us for exhibit from a person in the Hungarian community. This crown, it's not just a crown, and it does not look like the crowns that you see of England, filled with diamonds or gems. This is from the year 1000, and this embodies the Hungarian statehood. And this crown is presently in the parliament in Hungary, the original. Oh, it doesn't look all that bad considering how old it is. This is a beautiful replica, though. This is a painting of our first leader becoming the King of France. He had a different name when he embarked on Christianity, because the Hungarians who came in with those 7 tribes, Arpad and his 7 tribes, they were, well, what we wouldn't consider them pagans, because they believed in one God. They weren't Catholic, though, because Catholicism hadn't hit that area. But this ruler, who later became Stephen the King, the first king of Hungary, he made Christianity, Catholicism, the religion of the state. Of course, it was much smaller than it is today. This is a head-end copy of St. Stephen. This is St. Stephen, the first king of Hungary. And I always make sure when people know that this is not St. Stephen, the first martyr.
Oh, okay.
Our St. Stephen of Hungary, is named after St. Stephen, the first martyr. Because since it's Catholic, the Catholics are supposed to be christened with the saints' names. Okay? So we're just going to come over here, and we're going to look at some of the geopolitical boundaries of Hungary, different pictures of that depending on the ages, who won which war. And we're very proud of Colonel Michael Kovács, He is actually an American Revolutionary War hero. He was a Hungarian who came here. He felt so heavily on independence that he fought in the Revolutionary War. And he is considered to be the father of the cavalry.
Oh, wow.
He fought with that Polish leader that many people know about. And these are just items from that. This is some more information about
Kovach.
Colonel Michael Kovach. We're going to continue down here. Pictures of Cleveland and famous people in the American military. Okay, some of them. Okay, you can see here. This is, by the way, here in
Kossuth.
Cleveland, around University Circle area. We have the Kossuth Monument, which still stands, and different times of the era here in Cleveland. And this used to be the Cultural Garden, since you asked about it, but it ended up over here. And these, again, are some more famous people right here.
You know, at the last, there was a celebration, a dedication of this, again, a rededication of Kossuth in University Circle. And I think they said when they first dedicated, something like 100,000 people showed up for that.
Yeah.
Really
Well,
something.
Yes. Those 100,000 and their people and their forerunners were the ones who put up the buildings in Cleveland, which are still up today. Basically, those are the churches, because all the other buildings are gone. This is a short story about the Magyar immigrants, those who immigrated here. These here to the left are some pictures, candid pictures, some from the churches, some from different clubs that we had. We had a lot of organizations. Basically, the near west side around Lorain and 25th going inward, and then around from Kinsman going to 116th and Buckeye. That was a Hungarian neighborhood. I would say in the 70s or the late 60s, with the advent of the suburbs and suburbia, the flight to the suburbs, the Hungarians also left. You know, they got, good jobs. They were able to move. So that's really is no longer a Hungarian neighborhood.
Is Magyar identical to Hungarian, or is it a different, what is that term
Magyar
mean?
is our name for who we are.
Okay.
I'm Hungarian. In Hungarian, I would say Magyar vagyok.
Okay.
I am Hungarian.
Okay.
So Magyar is the word for that. And here are this is the Harvest Festival in different locations. Some of the school areas that they had are no longer in existence. St. Margaret of Hungary on Buckeye Road, that closed many, many years ago and moved out to Orange. But of course, they no longer had a school. St. Emmerich, still in existence on the west side, near the West Side Market, also had a school, but the school is non-existent today. These are some of the outfits that they wore for these harvest festivals.
Yeah.
So I met him several
district
times.
commissioner.
Oh, he died a long time ago. A great sense of humor. And he came to the United States sometimes for Chaticus stuff.
Yeah.
That's a big outdoor event for the scouts. Yeah.
3,000 to 4,000 people, which is not bad because the Hungarian communities left.
Because Kollai Gyurka was the brother of my mother.
Oh,
What?
So yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to write that up. Do you mind if I
Of course,
write that
of
up? Because everybody my generation knows Kollai Gyurka.
Of course.
So this is, since Stephen, the first king, officially made Hungary a Catholic nation, we have a lot of things referencing our Christianity, I'm going to say, because it's not just Catholic. And you have different pictures here of different more important bishops. And we have the dedication of Cardinal Mindszenty, who was here in 1974. There's also a square not too far from here, if you have time. I don't know if you do. We could show you.
Unfortunately, I have to work for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame later, but
Unfortunately.
but the main city plaza,
But-
if you go out with your chauffeur,
Yes.
on the 12th Street side, it's 300 feet drive.
Okay.
You'll see the Sobo right
There's
there.
a hotel there, but see, these pictures just show Mindszenty statue. Next to it now, there's a 1956 statue, because that was
great.
dedicated a good many years
I'll
ago.
have to see
With
this.
the freedom fighter with the flag.
It's right next to each other almost.
I like
And
Right
it's in
next to
color. The flag is in color.